My countrymen, you have called upon me to assume the highest office within our gift. I accept the trust, humbly and gratefully. My sole determination is to be president for the people. The office of the president is the highest in the land. It can be the humblest also, if we regard it as we must in the light of basic democratic principle. The first of these principles is the declaration of the Constitution that sovereignty resides in the people and all government authority emanates from them. This means that all of us in public office are but servant of the people. As I see it, your mandate in the past election was not licensed for the selfish enjoyment of power by any man or group of men. On contrary, it was an endorsement of the principle, at times forgotten, that the general welfare is the only justification for the exercise of the governmental power and authority. Your mandate was a clear and urgent command to establish for our people a government based upon honesty and morality, a government sensitive to your needs, dedicated to your best interests, and inspired by our highest ideals of men's liberty. We have a glorious past. Now we must build a future worthy of that past. It is significant that we begin on this day, and on this ground hallowed by the supreme sacrifice of Jose Rizal. All too often, however, we speak of Rizal, and of Del Pilar, Bonifacio, Mabini, and our host of heroes, as if their work were done, as if today their spirit had ceased any meaning or value to our people. The truth is that we need their spirit now more than ever. We need it to complete the work which they began. We need a man of integrity and faith like Rizal and Del Pilar, men of action like Bonifacio, men of inflexible patriotism like Mabini. We need their zeal, their self-reliance, their capacity for work, their devotion to service, their ability to lose themselves in the common cause of building a nation. I will have such men from this day, the members of my administration, beginning with myself, shall cease to belong to our parties, to our families, even ourselves. We shall only belong to the people.
In the administration of public affairs, all men entrusted with authority must adhere firmly to the ideas and principles of the Constitution. I will render and demand uncompromising loyalty to the basic tenet of our Constitution, that you, the people, are sovereign. The rule of government must be of service to you. Accordingly, I pledge my administration to your service. I pledge that we shall extend the protection of the law to everyone, fairly and impartially, to the rich and the poor, the learned and the unlettered, recognizing no party but the nation, no family but the great family of our race, no interest save the common welfare. The Bill of Rights shall be for me and the members of my administration, a bill of duties. We shall be guardians of freedom and dignity of the individual. More than this, we shall strive to give meaning and substance to the liberties guaranteed by our Constitution, by helping our citizens to attain the economic well-being so essential to the enjoyment of civil and political rights. The separation of powers ordained by our Constitution, as an effective safeguard against tyranny, shall be preserved zealously. Mutual respect for the rights and prerogative of each of the three great departments of the government must be observed. Heretofore, social justice has raised fervent but frustrated hopes in the hearts of our less fortunate citizens. We must not permit social justice to be an empty phrase in our Constitution. We must bring it to life for all. In consonance with this purpose, my administration shall take positive, energetic measures to improve the living conditions of our fellow citizens in the barrios and neglected rural areas of laborers in urban and industrial centers.
Democracy becomes meaningless if it fails to satisfy the primary needs of the common man, if it cannot give him freedom from fear on which a strong republic can be built. His happiness and security are the only foundation on which a strong republic can be built. His happiness and security shall be foremost among the goals of my administration. We must develop the national economy so that it may better satisfy the material needs of our people. The benefits of any economic or industrial development program shall be channeled first to our common people, so that their living standards shall be raised. While I shall give priority to our domestic problems, my administration will not neglect our international responsibilities. We cannot escape the fact that today, the destinies of nations are closely linked. It is in the spirit that we regard the goodwill and assistance extended to us through the various programs of international economic cooperation with the more developed nations. It is to our common interest that this republic, a monument to mutual goodwill and common labor, should prove to the world the vitality of the democracy by which we live. We shall continue to cooperate with the United Nations in seeking collective security and a just world peace. To our Asian brothers, we send our fraternal greetings. They are beset by problems of the same nature and complexity as those that confront us. We invite them to share our experience in finding solutions to those problems through democratic means. It is my hope that we can exchange experience and information on methods that each of us has found the most effective in subduing illiteracy, poverty, disease, underproductivity, and other common evil which have afflicted our countries in past generations.
The problems and opportunities ahead of us set the measure of the effort we must exert in the years to come. We must have unity to solve our problems, cooperation to exploit our opportunities. I urge you to forego partisan differences whenever the national interest clearly demands united action. We must not be distracted from our works. We have no time for petty strife. I have been warned that too much is expected in this administration, that our people expect the impossible. For a young and vigorous nation of ours, nothing is really impossible. Let us have faith in ourselves, the same faith that fired in the heroic generation of revolution. They wage and won their struggles with nothing but balls in their hands and courage in their hearts. Without political training and experience, they wrote a constitution comparable with the best and established the first republic in Asia. Our own generation was told by doubters and enemies that we would never have independence from United States. We live today under a free and sovereign republic. Our fate was fulfilled. Today, we are told anew that it is impossible to do what must be done. But our people, sustained by God, under whose protection we have placed our destiny and happiness, and is strengthened by an abiding faith in His goodness and mercy. Our people, united and free, shall shape a future worthy of our noble heritage. If we but act together, act wisely, act with courage, and act unselfishly, in a spirit of patriotic dedication.